What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best. All right. Okay, we're going to continue part 2 of May-June 2024, paper 1-2. Okay, let's look at question 7. Line y equals to 3x minus 2 intersect this curve at the point A and B. Point C with coordinate K7/8 lies on the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Find the exact value of K. 9-mark question, so be careful and double check all your values. Okay, we've got a line and a curve. They both intersect means we're going to do simultaneous equation. Let's call this equation 1, equation 2. I'm going to first sub 1 into 2. And we get here 2x squared minus x. Replace all your y with 3x minus 2 plus 3x minus 2 squared equals to 2. Expand this. 3x squared plus 2x plus 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. Okay, bring the 2 to the left-hand side. Minus 2 equals to 0. Gather all the same terms together, where we got x squared minus 3x squared plus 9x squared, 2x minus 12x. Then the last term, 8x squared minus 10x plus 2 equals to 0. Divide everything by 2. 4x squared minus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. Factorize this. We'll get 4x minus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0. X is equals to 1 over 4. X is equals to 1. Then I'm going to substitute x into, okay, let's put equation 1 because 1 is already in terms of y. So y equals to 3, 1 over 4 minus 2. Y equals to 3 times 1 minus 2. Over here, we get negative 5 over 4. Y equals to 1. Okay, so I got these 2 points. 1 over 4, negative 5 over 4. And here is 1, 1. Let's call this point A and B. It doesn't matter which one is A, which one is B. Okay, then after that, we need to find, okay, I got 2 points, 1 over 4, negative 5 over 4. Then I've got 1, 1. We want to find equation of perpendicular bisector. Yes, okay, similar to math question. You all remember what's perpendicular bisector? I need to find midpoint. I need to find gradient of the normal. Then I'm going to put into the equation. Okay, let's find what's the midpoint first. Midpoint of AB, which will be 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2, negative 5 over 4 plus 1 over 2. We will get, right at the bottom here, 5 over 8 minus 1 over 8. Okay, next one, I'm going to find the gradient of AB. This is not the normal one first, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 5 over 4 minus 1 over 4 minus 1 equals to 3. Okay, then the gradient of the normal, let's write this as m. M normal, we'll just use the negative reciprocal, negative 1 over 3. Okay, then the next one, we are going to put into the equation of perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector, we'll use y minus y1, m bracket x minus x1. Which point we're going to use? This and this. Okay, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Y minus 1 over 8 equals to negative 1 over 3 x minus 5 over 8. Okay, simplify this whole thing. Expand the bracket. Plus 5 over 24. Okay, actually, if you all leave it over here also, it's okay already. It's just that personal preference. I like to write it in y equals mx plus c. But if you don't prefer to write this, it's also totally fine. Okay, so this will be your equation of perpendicular bisector. The final one, they want you to find this one, okay, at k 7/8. So my x equals to k, my y equals to 7/8. Substitute into the equation above. 7/8 equals to negative 1/3k plus 1/12. 19/24 equals to negative 1/3k. And k, your final one, you multiply by negative 3 to the left-hand side, you get negative 19/8. 9 marks question. Okay, so for math also, they like to ask your equation of perpendicular bisector. Just get ready on this. Okay, all correct? Yeah, these are just have to be careful when you calculate it. Be very, very careful when you put in all the values. Okay, let's go to question B. Okay, question B, this one just now you all said that you all get stuck on this. The point D lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB such that D is a reflection of C in the line AB. Find the coordinates of D. This is just a 2-mark question. Okay, so what I want you all do, right? You're trying to sketch it out first. You don't have to draw until very accurately. You find these 2 points first. Sketch out these 2 points first. A and B is 1/4, negative 1/4. Then the other one is 1, 1. Okay, you did, so A, B. Okay, something like this, right? 1/4, negative 5/4. Then here is 1, 1. Okay, they say point D lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB such that D is a reflection of C in the line AB. So if I were to draw a perpendicular bisector like this, okay, let's say it's around here. Okay, where is D? Just now we found the point D is negative 19/8, 7/8. Okay, so I just roughly only, this is not the most accurate one. My C maybe is around here. Okay, in relative to your A and B, negative 19/8. Then here is 7/8. All right. Okay, what can I conclude about the? Sorry, this is D. Okay, where exactly is C? They say such that D is a reflection of C. D is a reflection of C in the line AB. So what do they have in common? You sort of need to use your understanding for transformation over here. Must we do length formula? Don't need. Don't need, because it's just a 2-mark question. Okay, Katana says same midpoint. Very good. So C is over here. What do they share in common? Okay. Okay, Rakesh, you're not wrong. Okay, the length is the same, but you don't have to use length because 2 marks only. Length very long. Okay, and I don't know whether you can find it or not. Okay, so now the end of the question asks for C, and now we need to find D. Okay. D is a reflection. Wait, the previous one. Oh, wait. The previous question is C. Sorry, I labeled wrong already. This is C, not D. It is C. We want to find D. Okay. So yes, the distance here and here is the same. One other formula we can use. They both share the same common point, right? Common midpoint. Okay. So what you need to do is construct a formula where you can find the midpoint of this. Did we find the midpoint just now? All right. Okay. You go use the midpoint from the previous question, which is 5/8, negative 1/8. This have this midpoint, these two, CD. Can we construct an equation for midpoint? Okay, so here, use midpoint formula. I want you to separate it into, into 2 different x and y. Okay, so here, this plus this equals to this. Divide by 2. So x plus or negative 19/8 divided by 2 is equals to 5/8. We're going to solve for this. 19 over 8 equals to 5 over 4. X is equals to 29 over 8. Okay, the other one, y plus 7 over 8 over 2 is equals to negative 1 over 8. Y plus 7 over 8 equals to negative 1 over 4. Y is equals to negative 9 over 8. So your answer D is equals to 29 over 8, negative 9 over 8. Okay, one thing I want y'all to be careful. When y'all do the calculation already, whenever they ask you to find like coordinates of D or point, a certain point, right? Present your final answer like this. Don't just leave it in X and Y. Good. Okay, anyone else use a different method? 2 marks only. Okay. All right. If you all are good, well, minus mark if don't show the coordinates together. Not very clear, but it depends on the marker. Yeah, depends on the marker. In the mark scheme, all it writes is bracket these two values, either in terms of decimals or fractions. So whenever they ask you coordinates or points, right, I always try to make it a point to write it in terms of a point like that, point form, coordinate form. Okay. All right. Any question? No? Okay, let's go next one. Question 8. A curve has equation of this show that dy over dx can be written in this form. This is a 5-mark question. Again, they like to come up on this specific type of question for quotient rule. I'll teach you all the easiest way to do it, where either they will put like 1 over 2 or 1 over 3 like that. Okay, so you recognize this form. So we first have to know this one is quotient rule, u over v, quotient. Okay, so I'll write it in terms of u, v first. 3x squared minus 5, 1 over 3, x plus 4 for your v. U prime, we'll use chain rule here. 1 over 3, 6x, 3x squared minus 5 to the power of negative 2 over 3. Okay, v prime is equals to 1. These two cross it. So we're going to get vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. dy over dx is equals to 1 over 3, 6x, 3x squared minus 5, negative 2 over 3, multiply x plus 4 minus 3x squared minus 5 to the power of 1 over 3 over v squared, x plus 4 squared. Okay, this is actually one of the examples given to you in your textbook also when they ask you to do quotient rule. Okay, how can we simplify this equation here? You only do this if they ask you to do. So I want you all to observe here. You see, based on the question, right, they give you got one extra 3x squared minus 5 to the power of 2 over 3 at the bottom here, right? Okay, so that means what I need at the bottom, this extra thing, right? Can I just multiply this at the bottom and the top, both your numerator and denominator? Because I'm multiplying by 1. Okay, so don't go and, my advice, I think textbook, they teach a different way, which is you go and factorize it and bring it down. This is so far the easiest way I feel, easier to understand, is you just multiply your top and bottom by the value that you want to appear at the bottom. So here at the bottom will be 3x squared minus 5 to the power of 2 over 3. Then on the top also multiply 3x squared minus 5 to the power of 2 over 3. This here, don't go and simplify it first. Yeah, so I want you all now to just focus on the 3x squared minus 5 terms, which is this term here and this term here. Okay, you see, we are multiplying by the same term at the bottom. The base number is the same. This one we don't care lah. Okay, this one will just appear. How can we understand the easiest way? You just treat this as a. Okay, you let 3x squared minus 5, you treat it as a in your head. So if I'm going to take a to the power of negative 2 over 3, multiply by a to the power of 2 over 3. What will I get? Same base, different power, I add the power together. So minus 2 over 3 plus 2 over 3. we'll get 0, which is equals to 1. Got it? Okay, look carefully over here. So I'm using this rule, okay, your law of indices, to simplify this entire equation. This one, same thing also. A to the power of 1 over 3 multiply A to the power of 2 over 3. 1 over 3 plus 2 over 3, you get 1. All right, so this term over here will now become 1. This term over here will become 3x squared minus 5 to the power of 1. That is how we simplify this entire thing. Okay, so 1 over 3 times 6x, this one also we can cancel it off. This one will be 2. So 2x multiplied by 1 times x plus 4 minus 3x squared minus 5 over. We follow the form that they give us. 3x squared minus 5, 2 over 3, x plus 4 squared. Simplify the top. Okay, so here you get 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x squared plus 5. X plus 4 squared. And the final one we get is minus x squared plus 8x plus 5 over 3x squared minus 5, 2 over 3, x plus 4 squared. Can it be in any other form? Cannot. Okay, this is the only form. Clear to understand? Okay, yeah, this one we all will come across when you all just look at quotient rule. Okay, you have quotient rule, you have some sort of fraction power over here. Okay, this one, let's say n, fraction power. Okay, like 2 over 3, 1 over 2, came out today. Same exact one. It's always the same format. Okay, let's go to question B. Hence, find the x coordinates of the stationary points of the curve. Give your answer in their simplest exact form. Okay, when they say stationary point, turning point, we'll do dy over dx equals to 0. So we'll take the equation that we found above, equals to 0. Okay, but this time you all don't have to solve the entire thing, the top and bottom. You only take the top part, equals to 0. Okay, your denominator cannot be 0. You cannot something divided by 0, it's math error, but you can 0 divided by something. Okay, or another way you can do it is this one, you just bring it here. So just equals to 0. Solve for this. You can do x squared minus 8x minus 5 equals to 0. Okay, use your calculator to check whether you can factorize it. If cannot, that's why they say simplest exact form. So we'll use quadratic formula. Okay, A is equals to 1, B equals negative 8, C equals to negative 5. X is negative B plus minus square root B square minus 4AC over 2A. Okay, we'll get here plus minus. Okay, here we'll get 8 squared plus 20. Okay, square root 84 over 2. And we'll simplify this. Actually, to be safe, you'll write down the steps. Here will be 8 plus minus 2 sub 21 over 2. And then here, we will get our final one, 4 plus minus sub 21. All right, okay, number 9. If you are good, number 8. Can you all just type 8 in the chat? Wrong. Okay, don't need x coordinates only. Don't go and find y. All right, let's move on to question 9. In this question, all distances are in meters and time. Particle move with a speed of 14.5 parallel to the vector negative 20, 21. Find the velocity vector of P. Okay, velocity vector means how do you find velocity if they give you speed and direction? Okay, I want you to remember that this formula, if you all see the official mark scheme for this, okay, you might get a little bit confused, like you might be wondering, how did they derive to this formula here? Okay, yes, Catherine, very good. Okay, unit vector of direction multiplied by speed. Okay, we are gonna derive it like this. I'm gonna let whatever they give us here. Okay, let's call it A, okay, or P, whatever alphabet that you want. Okay, A is equals to negative 20, 21. Okay, over here, I'm gonna find my magnitude first because I want to use to find unit vector. Okay, what's the formula of unit vector of direction? Unit vector of direction. We'll use this 1 over magnitude A multiply vector A. Okay, how to find the magnitude of A? We use Pythagoras theorem, negative 20 square plus 21 square. Okay, you will get here 29. Okay, 29. I want you all to put into the formula here. This is 1 over 29 negative 20, 21. Okay, so you all need to remember this formula. Velocity vector is equals to magnitude, we call it speed. Okay, speed. Yeah, I write it down. Speed multiply unit vector. Okay, speed they give you, which is 14.5. Unit vector is what we just calculated. And we will get here 1 over 2, negative 20, 21. You can multiply 1 over 2 into the vector. So here will be minus 10 and 10.5. Can. Triangle comparison. Okay, whatever method that you all use also can. If I put 21 over 5, 21 over 2 or 21 over 5? Can also. If I write 10.5 lah, so not so many layers. Okay, you write, otherwise got a lot of layers. Okay, you all can use any other methods also, okay, to derive this. This is 2 marks only. But yeah, this one need to show. Okay, this according to the mark scheme, this is the first mark, then second mark. You either put it in one of these forms. Okay, let's go to question B. Initially, P has position vector 3, 5. Write down the position vector of P at time t. So initially means this is U. Okay, U. Remember this formula? Position vector is equals to U plus VT. This is the very last thing we learned in vectors. U is your initial position, so 3, 5 plus V. What is V? Just now the previous question. Negative 10, 10.5 T. Okay, you can open up this bracket here also if you want. Not necessary, but you can just open this up. 10.5 T. Okay, the next one. A second particle has a position vector negative 1, 3 plus negative 5, 7.5 T at time T. Find in terms of T the distance between P and Q at time T. Simplify your answer. Okay, we first have to define this one here. Distance is a scalar quantity. That means only has magnitude. Okay, it's a scalar quantity. How do I find? We got position vector of P, we've got position vector of Q. How do I suddenly find from position vector to distance? Okay, position vector is a vector. Vector has scalar and magnitude. So we first have to find displacement first. Okay, the first part here is displacement of PQ. What's the displacement of PQ? We can use PO plus OQ, which is negative OP plus OQ. Or if you are right, OQ minus OP. I think this is what you all learn in your textbook. Okay, OQ minus OP. Okay, let's write down the OQ that's given to us here. This is OQ. I am gonna also open up the bracket. So -1 minus 5t, 3 plus 7.5t, minus 3 minus 10t, 5 plus 10.5t. Okay, go minus it off. -1 minus 3, we'll get -4 minus 5 plus 10 plus 5t. Okay, the bottom one, we'll get -2 minus 3t. Okay, this is displacement. Displacement of PQ. To find distance, okay, distance of PQ, we are going to use square root x squared plus y squared. Okay, for this x and y. Substitute in. Okay, so here will be square root -4 plus 5t squared plus -2 minus 3t squared. Okay, open up the square. So we will get here 16 minus 40t plus 25t squared plus 4 plus 12t plus 9t squared. Simplify this, I will get 35t squared minus 28t plus 20. Okay, any question? Yeah, distance is the magnitude of displacement. If you see the whole chapter, right, for this for vectors, every time when we want to find magnitude, means you need to square root x squared plus y squared. So magnitude formula can be used for any vector quantity to get scalar value. Yes. Yes. It's the definition. So that's why we learn kinematics, right? The definition in kinematics, distance is the magnitude of displacement. So for us to find the magnitude, we will do square root x squared plus y squared. Because vector, if we draw out, just I think what Rakesh mentioned is that you can draw out to a triangle. We are actually finding the hypotenuse. Magnitude is finding the hypotenuse when you draw it out. Vector is broken down into x and y direction. Yes. Okay, any question here? Question 4. Question C. Okay, the last one. Okay, how do y'all do this? Just now a lot of people had this question. Hence, show that P and Q never collide. Okay, don't know. How to show P and Q never collide? Okay, so we got displacement and we also got distance of PQ already. Okay, Rizin say, can I use B squared minus 4AC? Okay, why B squared minus 4AC here? What do we actually want to prove? What do we want to prove? Okay, no solutions, right? Okay, specifically, no solutions for a quadratic equation or quadratic expression here. You look here, because our distance, the expression that we found was got a quadratic over here. And see, square, t square, t, nothing. It's in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, right? Okay, so we want to find that they never collide. That means there's no solution of t. Normally, when we want to find a point of intersection, so if you think back about all the this type of question, okay, velocity vector type of question, when the t, when they say where does the ship A and ship B meet, or the particle P and particle Q meet, is when they have a common t. The t will be equal. That's where they meet. So now we want to prove that there's no t that satisfies this entire equation. How to find? You take this equation, because this is a quadratic, we want to prove that there's no solution to this. Okay, so I'm going to take PQ is equals to, okay, we prove PQ equals to 0 first. Okay, we can write like that. 34 t squared minus 28t plus 20 equals to 0. Okay, this is when they will collide. All right, so I'm going to prove b squared minus 4ac. There's no solution. So here, This is for collision lah. For collision, we need a solution to this 34t square minus 28t plus 20. Now I substitute into here, minus 28 square minus 4ac is equals to negative 1936. All right, so here we can write less than 0. No real roots, therefore no collision or no solution. Yes, it's a quadratic. Because the nature of the equation is quadratic. But you just need to remember that we are trying to prove that there's no t solution, no solutions for t. No solutions for t. Okay, if there's a solution for t and needs to be t is also a positive value, then there will be, when you sub in t into the equation, that's where the particle p and q meet each other. Okay, clear? All right, question 9. If y'all can do question 9 and no more question, then y'all just type 9 in the chat. We've got 2 more questions. What if they give a different type of equation? Then you see what is the equation? Maybe, okay, what I can think on top of my head, maybe they will give you a ln equation, okay, ln t or exponential. We just want to prove there's no solutions. Okay, it might be according to the graph. Okay, like for exponential graph, there's no solution down here, right? So you have to see the nature of the equation. What type of equation are we solving? We just need to prove there's no solution, so no collision. Okay, let's go to question 10. First 3 terms of an arithmetic progression are these 3 terms. Find the sum to n terms written in this form, where a is a constant. Okay, so arithmetic progression sum. We need to find what is our d value and what is our a value. A is already the first term, so 3 sine 2x. D is you take the next term minus the previous term. So I'll take second term minus the first term. We will get 2 sine 2x. Okay, what is the formula? N over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. If you ever forget, just refer to the page 2, the formula sheet. Okay, substitute inside here, 2, 3 sine 2x plus n minus 1, 2 sine 2x. Okay, so we see, okay, we want the form that given to us. Okay, what I can do here, we take away all these 2 first. 2, 2, and 2. Okay, I divide the 2 with the outside. Then n, 3 sine 2x plus this one, n sine 2x minus sine 2x. N, we get here 2 sine 2x plus n sine 2x. And the final one, I factorize the sine 2x out. N, this one we get 2 plus n sine 2x. Wait, we put n plus 2. Right, in the form that they want. N plus 2. Okay, next one. Question 2. Given that x equals to 2 pi over 3, find the exact sum of the first 20 terms. Okay, the previous question, we already found what is the sum of n terms. So I'm just going to substitute n equals to 20. Okay, n equals to 20 and x equals to 2 pi over 3 into the equation above. So S20 equals to 20. This will be 22 sine 2 times 2 pi over 3. Okay, calculate this. 440 multiply negative 3 over 2. And the final one, negative 220 3. Okay, the next one. Question B. the first three terms of a geometric progression, ln 2y, ln y squared, ln 16y4, we want to find the nth term of this geometric progression. Okay, nth term is AR to the power of n minus 1. So I got A is ln 2y, R, you take the next term divided by the previous term. Okay, ln 4y divide ln 2y. Can or not? Okay, can we divide this? Ln 4y square divide ln 2y. Okay, if not sure, right, you'll just type in the calculator also lah. Okay, just double check it. See can get the answer or not. Okay, you will get 2. Ln 4y square divided by ln 2y is equals to 2. Okay, I'm going to substitute into A r to the power of n minus 1. Ln 2y multiply 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, you write this. You can leave it like this, or you want to write it into this form also can. 2 to the power n ln 2y. All right, okay, let me explain this again. Okay, how can we get this r equals to ln 4y squared over ln 2y? And how do we get this 2? Okay, this r, this ln 4y squared, you all look, the square only belongs to the y. Okay, so this is only like this. Okay, so how do we simplify this? We can write it as ln 2 square y squared over ln 2y. 2 square y squared, I can write it as ln 2y squared also. Very tricky this one. This one bring in front, so become 2 ln 2y over ln 2y, which is equals to 2. Okay, please write this down. This part here. Very, very tricky. Yeah. Okay, number 2. Find the sum to n terms of this geometric progression, giving our answer in its simplest form. We sub into the formula Sn, which is equals to A bracket r to the power of n minus 1 over r minus 1. A ln 2y r 2 to the power of n minus 1 over 2 minus 1. Okay. Can I simplify this in any way? Okay, the bottom will just become 1. I can open up the bracket if you all want. Okay, you can write it as 2 to the power of n. Yeah, actually we leave it like this, right? Don't need to do anything, right? Here, ln 2y bracket 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, the last one, the first 3 terms of a geometric progression is these 3 terms. Find the value of w for which this geometric progression has sum to infinity. Okay, this is the criteria as a sum to infinity. You go back to the formula sheet, they wrote this down, sum to infinity, criteria is this one, modulus r is less than 1. So to solve this, we want to prove this equation out. Okay, -1 is less than r, less than 1. We need to just find the r value. R, this is a geometric progression. So I'm going to take the second term divided by the first term, which you will get 2w minus 1 over 4 square over 2w minus 1 over 4. So we can just divide and we'll get 2w minus 1 over 4. Okay, so r is this. I want to find back, okay, I want to find what is w. They say the values of w. So we substitute into this equation here, okay, this inequality here, which is 2w minus 1 over 4 less than, more than -1, less than 1. You want to substitute inside also can. All right, so okay, this is what I like to do. So I put w. Okay, I want to find w. So 2w. This one I plus 1 over 4 first. Plus 1 over 4. So here you get -3 over 4 and 5 over 4. Then you divide by 2. You will get here -3 over 8, 5 over 8. Okay, let's go to one last final one. Okay, any question? Question 10. Question 10. Okay, let's go. One last final one. 11. Given that y equals to x squared ln x, find dy over dx. This one is just a product rule. So u, v, u is x squared, v is ln x, u prime 2x, v prime 1 over x. Okay, so I'm going to find dy over dx, uv prime plus vu prime. Okay, ln x times 2x. We will get here x plus 2x ln x. Okay, this one also don't write, you cannot multiply these two. X and 2x cannot be multiplied. You need to put the 2x in front. Okay, the last one, hence find integral of x ln x dx. So we need to understand that this is called a reverse differentiation type of question. When I differentiate this, I will get this. That means when I integrate this bottom one, I'll go back to the top. Okay, so you can write this out. Integrate x plus 2x ln x. You start from the answer. We'll go back to the question again. X squared ln x. And why do I use the answer? Because there's some elements of x ln x in the final answer here. So I want to just leave in terms of x ln x on the left-hand side. The others, I'm just going to split it up. So here, I'll put dx plus 2 integral x ln x dx equals to x squared ln x. Okay, whatever that we don't want, we bring it to the right-hand side. Okay, but I can integrate this first. X will become x squared over 2 plus 2 integrate ln x dx equals to x squared ln x. Okay, then here 2 integral ln x dx equals to x squared ln x minus x squared over 2. And the last one, I divide everything by 2 ln x dx. This will become 1 over 2x squared ln x minus x squared over 4. Okay, don't forget to put the plus c at the back. You final only you put plus c also is okay. Why I don't put plus c in the middle? Because some student asked me, teacher, if I put plus c here, does it mean that if I bring the 2 over to the right hand side, then it'll be c over 2? Then isn't it different already? Okay, the thing is we actually don't know what is c value. C can be anything. So whether you write c over 2, okay, at the end of the day, it all depends later on if they ask you to continue on, then you'll find the value of c. But you don't have to write c over 2. You just write c in the final step. Do you need to write c? Yes, because this is called an indefinite integral. All right, okay, if you all can do this, can you all just type an 11 in the chat for the final question here? Okay, all good, all good. Okay, I'm going to send this to you all. So this is the end of May, June 2024, paper 1-2.